Hey, this theme in my mom's journal, although simple, has stolen my heart because I will be telling you a bit of the history of one of the most iconic handcrafts in my country, the jarrito de barro mexicano, which translated is the Mexican clay mug. Actually, the beginning of this story is a little uncertain because it is not known exactly when or who was the first to make the typical clay mug, of which it is said that if a person from Mexico has never drank in one of these, he cannot say that he is Mexican. Clay has been used since forever all over the world. In Mexico, we have at least 3 main types: green, black, and red, and the latter is possibly the most used in the whole country. With it, people make the mugs, but also crockery, handcrafts, and many other useful objects for the kitchen or simply for decoration. Even jewelry can be found. I remember that when I was little, my mom had a picture of this clay, and on hot days she filled it with pure cold water, and the flavor was unique, super refreshing. In fact, long before there were refrigerators, everything that the indigenous people put in the clay containers and then they buried in the ground remained super fresh. Even jars from ancient times have been found accompanying the dead in tombs full of personal objects made of clay. The findings that archaeologists have made about the history of Mexico before the conquest is full of clay objects, so it has always been the protagonist, and it is nice to know that to date, clay continues to be used and valued for its many qualities and properties and for its beautiful appearance. I can even promise you that you will find clay objects in any house you go to here in Mexico. In my experience, I have seen the jarritos for as long as I can remember, and they are even more typical in places where one can drink the famous café de olla or coffee made in a pot, which has piloncillo, and this is a product of the sugar cane, pretty similar to raw sugar, and cinnamon is also added. Just describing it took me to La Marquesa, a place between the mountains where we used to go, and after riding horses, we ate tacos, quesadillas, and obviously, café de olla with gorditas de nata, because it was usually cold. The gorditas de nata, if you don't know them, are like a small but super chubby pancake. They are usually served hot with cajeta, which is a type of caramel. When I remember them, I can almost perceive their sweet aroma. It is super typical that coffee, atole, or hot chocolate are served in the clay jarritos, and obviously these hot drinks are accompanied by sweet bread in all of their presentations. It is the images that all of these evoke what inspired this theme. From the colors to the style, these pages are full of the warmth of home, the one that embraces you and welcomes you with warm clay arms, while you savor that unique flavor of sweet bread bathed in accents of coffee and cinnamon. And this is the final flip through of this cozy theme that gave me tremendous nostalgia. Clay is a cultural statement of my country, and it will always be part of our lives and our history. Tell me in the comments below what are the typical materials used where you live, or if you are from Mexico, what other theme would you like to see in this journal, which has been dedicated to all things Mexico. I am infinitely grateful for all the support and all the words of encouragement which keep on motivating me. So as usual, thank you so much for watching.